Hello and welcome to A Second Take. I'm Kirk Williams.
I'm Nikki Black.
And this week we have for you the Lorax and an Act of Valor. So Nikki, you want to go first? What did you think?
Act of Valor first?
Act of Valor, of course.
Act of Valor. I thought that movie was really, really good. It was distracting, the lack of actors, because in this movie they basically used soldiers, real Navy SEALs, right? I mean,
Yes.
This is what you told me.
Yes, real Navy SEAls.
I didn't research it. I just went to it.
Real Navy SEAls.
Real Navy SEAls were used in this movie, and the only time you could really tell was when they were trying to have like buddy dialogue. The guy who was in charge, like the chief guy, I forget his name, but he came in and like he was spitting out his lines rapid fire. But outside of that, all the acting, all the actors who acted, like the woman who played a POW, and all of the action scenes. Yeah, the real actors were phenomenal. You could tell.
Yes.
You could very much tell who they were. And I thought all of the battle scenes were awesome. And the content and the battle scenes and the storyline all made the bad acting completely forgivable.
Let me do a quick synopsis. An elite team of Navy SEALs embark on a covert mission to recover a captured CIA agent. Now, for me, it was okay. I mean, the action, because I'm a guy, I like to see stuff blow up. I like to see some chases and, you know, like most, but anyway, so the acting was mechanical. Now, being the fact that the players were real Navy SEALs, that was kind of intriguing, but some of the action sequences were just off the hook. I mean, they had me going, whoa! And from what I understand, they used live ammunition.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they were real rounds. And some of this, from what I understand, some of the stuff that they showed you was just the tip of the iceberg of what they could actually show you. So some of that stuff is actually legit, but they can't show you everything because it will be giving away top secret information.
Classified.
Yeah, classified. It would have been great if they could have used like body doubles as the actors.
Yeah, if it would have been great because of the poor acting. Like I said, it's easily forgivable though. I think this movie is totally worth going to see.
Worth going to see simply for the fact that you want to see what our guys go through. Some of the writing was a bit cheesy at the end. I won't ding it too hard for that, but overall, I think it was a fun movie. It rated R. I always get into my ratings things, but it was rated R, not so much for language as for violence. This puppy was violent.
Yeah, don't take kids to this.
Yeah,
because just the POW scenes alone were horrifically violent.
We're not talking about 300 violence. We're not talking about these other like fake this stuff.
Very realistic.
Very realistic.
Definitely no kids.
Make you have nightmare realistic.
And you're right. I mean the overture of the letter to the family of a fallen soldier that kind of was a theme throughout. Really could have done without that, honestly.
Yes. It's kind of a way to kind of tie the story together, but not needed. They could have did a little different writing concept of that.
And for something that's a highly politically charged issue, they really avoided the politics of it a lot. They didn't go into, appropriations or pay or like there were no politicians in this movie. It was all just soldiers. Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
So for the fact that they did it themselves, I applaud them. But great movie. Let's move on. We'll rate this later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how's that?
Nice.
All right. So, the Lorax.
You want to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
The Lorax. This thing was hyped up. Anyway, so I'll do the little thing. A 12-year-old boy who searches for one thing that will enable him to win the affection of the girl of his dreams. To find it, he must discover the story of the Lorax, the grumpy yet charming creature who fights to protect his world. This is a story by Dr. Seuss, and it was released right at the time of, I guess, the birthday of Dr. Seuss. The Dr. Seuss, that's a good one, huh? Of Dr. Seuss. Hyped up a lot. Come to find out, this thing was more musical than story, and I think they didn't have enough story to kind of tie the whole story together, so somebody wrote a bunch of...
But that didn't stop them from going on for 2 hours!
Songs that was like, I just don't care for musicals, and if somebody doesn't like it that I don't like musicals, I don't.
No, because I like musicals. The musical numbers were trite and tired, and the animation was great. The 3D was cool.
Yes.
But this movie just went on and on to nowhere. It wasn't really Dr. Seuss reminiscent.
I wanted to hear some rhymes, some good rhymes.
Oh yeah, they cut almost all the rhyming out. There was hardly any Dr. Seuss about it at all. Really, they just took this like 2-hour bleh, and
Brady
then
Bunch
branded it
musical
Dr.
thing or
Seuss.
something?
Yeah, it was very Brady Bunchy. The musical numbers were.
And, you know, put it like this, I got so tired of the songs that I was regretting spending the extra money to see this thing in 3D. I could have saved my money on something else and just went and saw it in 2D and it would have been just fine.
I'm so glad you didn't like this movie because I hated it. I was sitting there just like, really? Seriously? If I didn't have to discuss this whole movie right here, I would have left. I seriously would have gotten up and just been like, you've got to be kidding me, I'm out of here. Plus, you've already got a theater that's like chock full of people with their kids who are way too young to be in a theater. People, if your kids are under like 4, no. I don't care if it's a kid's movie. Leave them at home.
That.
And if you have a kid who's under 10, a kid who's over 10, they're not going to care about this movie.
No. And now, see.
There's no stopping that.
Susie, Susie, right?
Yes, this is Susie. Hi.
Did you like Dr. Seuss's movie?
She hated the movie. She thought it was terrible.
You said it was a dog movie, huh?
Yeah, this movie wasn't even good enough to be a dog movie. The graphics were good.
Yes.
The 3D was interesting. There were moments, but they could have taken 75 minutes out of this movie and made it worthwhile.
Yeah, make it a shorter movie, get rid of the songs. You can have one song. You're allowed one song and move on. But other than that, and the songs did not carry a theme. They didn't make you leave the theater wanting to continue to sing them or anything. It's just made me want to leave the theater, period. Kind of like Susie, huh?
Yeah, that's how my dog feels about that whole terrible thing.
The Lorax on a
Danny
scale,
DeVito didn't bring anything.
No. Well, he brought his voice. That's about it.
That was it. But like the whole, like I said, moments.
Nah, not even moments. It was, very thematic. Thematic and I guess save.
Oh, and a little preachy, by the way. I mean, I'm all for the environment.
Yeah.
Believe me, I am. But I mean, there was even like a, what was it? It wasn't a 99% mention, but it was definitely like some anti-corporate sentiment that was practically Occupy related, which is fine if it's what they want to do. But I mean, your movie already stinks. Don't get preachy on top of it.
Yeah, definitely a big turnoff for me.
If you've got kids under 8, fine. Go see it.
Actually, when we get down to this movie, I would say I wouldn't waste my time going to see it. I probably wouldn't even buy the DVD. I would take the money and go buy the book. Or if there's a cartoon of it, it's probably better than this. I mean, they hyped it up so much. That's what just ruined it for
you're
me.
going to need the DVD because the movie's like almost 2 solid hours long, and most kids who are going to even care about this movie aren't going to make it through it.
Yeah. And Act of Valor, so on that one, I 1 out of 5.
You give it a 1?
You get a 1 thumb.
Really?
I mean, it's like if you have nothing else to do and no more money to spend other than your dollar at the box at the store, go rent it at the box at the store if you feel like it. Other than that, I wouldn't. Yeah, so I give
liked
it a 1.
I would go see it.
I'm talking Lorax.
Oh, you're talking about Lorax.
Lorax,
Oh, I thought you were
yes.
talking about Act of Valor now.
No.
Oh, no Lorax?
Yeah, Lorax. Act of Valor.
Goose egg from me.
you know-
Unless you've got children, no one cares.
Yeah, Act of Valor. I mean, I'm pushing a 4 on that one. The only problem is that it's just you can't take everybody, and that's why it gets a 4. I mean, if it's a movie that you could just drag any of your partners to go see, then. But your friends might leave there with post-traumatic stress syndrome or something like that.
It's a battle. It's a war movie.
Yeah.
It's a war movie, but it's a really well done war movie. And I think that as far as Act of Valor goes, I would give it a 4.
Yeah.
4. I wouldn't give it a 5 because of the acting issue.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie. I would go see it in the theater, and I think anybody should go see it in the theater.
Okay. And now, as we close out, I want to just share this with you. Just replying to one of our viewers.
Really?
Yeah. Remember. Like I always say on my other show, this is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And if I like a movie, I like a movie. And if I don't like a movie, I don't like a movie. And I don't want to get into some deep introspective of why I don't like it. Hey, That's why Nikki's here.
Is this about Girl with the Dragon Tattoo again?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is about
Just
something.
checking.
I don't even, you know what? I don't even know. But the fact of it is, you know, I want to just represent just the, you know, the guys who want to just go to the theater. I want to see something blow up, and I just want to be brain dead
Well,
for a
what
while.
movie was the criticism
You
about?
know, I don't even remember, but I
Oh.
just wanted to comment. And I usually say that on my other show. This is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And so that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And if you don't like a movie, that's fine. That's why I got Nikki here. She gets deep and introspective, and I like
Do I?
that. Yeah. You know,
right.
I'm like, I like the car because it was green, and Nikki goes, well, the car was green because I think the director was trying to say something about the environment. No, I'm just teasing.
I am not that bad.
No. But anyway, this has been a Second Take. I'm Kirk Williams,
I'm Nikki Black,
and tell them to go see a good movie.
and that's Susie.
That's Susie. Grab her.
Yeah, next time, go see a movie, a good one.
A good one, and we'll see you next time at a Second Take. Bye-bye.